welcome. Now I'm here with a message, and there's a string of messages to come. And remember, the way that it's broken up here, watch what you feel called to watch as always. And that's how we do it. I always try to break it up so you guys have time to do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. Expand. We are in a massive time of going to the center. This has to do with the Six of Cups, purification, going to the center, the return to innocence. And this authentic innocence being connected to authentic truth. And it's also somehow helping us to heal from past, present, and future time and going from the old to the new. There's a message from Sirius. Sirius energy bringing harmony and balance. And what it's connected to, this is the message. This is the message. Is the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Guys, it's time for us to let it go. This is not for us to carry. We're carrying things or something that's not for us, and we need to let it go. And this is connected to the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. And this has to do with flowering and blossoming. And these string of messages that will be at the channel here very soon, so stay tuned. They're all going to break all of this stuff down, and I'm going to be working away like a busy little bee. And what they've shown me this is connected to is harmony. This harmony, this negotiation. We're going to expand with this harmony. We're going to be in creation with the creator, creating it. And this harmony is connected to nurturing. Nourishment, nurturing, and the Empress, and how we nurture ourselves here. And right now, what a lot of it has to do with is we are finding out food. Food is information that we use as well as its medicine. And we're going to be more thankful for it. We're not going to be in overindulgence of this food. Because overindulgence of food and the templates of hunger, these hunger templates, that's what we're healing. At the end of the day, lust is connected to hunger. And working with our solar plexus, sacral chakra. Right? Overeating. Addiction, right? It's overstimulus. We're healing from this overstimulus. And we're going within and we're having a metamorphosis. And it has to do with the center, nurturing, and letting go. We are carrying too much on our shoulders. It's connected to that wall. It's connected to that Ten of Wands burden. We have to allow ourselves to create anew. We have to allow ourselves to create with this high vibe patterning. So we have to see this high vibe patterning, and it's connected to the future. It's connected to what we're building. And remember, consciousness creators, expanding consciousness. And then we're applying, we're healing with the masculine. So here we're healing with where do we act on it? Where do we act on it? And it had to do with a restoration and a connection to honoring the feminine, to working with the feminine, to listening to the feminine, to accessing those 13 spheres of knowledge within the dark. And right now, this has to do with the traveling through the nine of wands, the perfect storm, in order to get to where we're going, and allowing the powers greater than us. This has to do with allowing the powers greater than us to help us to create this shift. And that we're going to the Garden of Venus. And this has to do with this message arriving at the Garden of Venus and what we're going to begin building. And remembering, we're entering the garden alone. We're entering this garden alone. The return of Aphrodite. Temple birth of the goddess. Guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. And this is why we're entering alone. And it has to do with our skin, reclaiming our authenticity, and we're shedding another layer of the old to create a new. Lemuria returns, earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation. And many of us are being activated to heal with the earth. And much of this has to do with ocean preservation, the water, healing with the water, and understanding what's happening there. Understanding what's happening there with how we're polluting it, how we're, you know, overfishing it, all the things we're doing there. And it's connected to letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time, adrift. And they have made it clear this is the time we're in right now. This is what we need to do. This is the main key to this activation. And it's connected to our homeland. Arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, and settled. And this is when we arrive. This is what starts happening when we arrive. So guys, we're all in the process of arriving. We're in the midst of this storm, the perfect storm that's getting us to where we're going. And then we're going to arrive. And then we're going to begin building. And it's connected to a wonder voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. And we've hit a crossroads. Two paths have become one. And we're at a crossroads. And it has to do with time and tide, oceanic spells, and rituals. And we're going to ask the cards what this means, because this means something. We're about to find out right now. Mythical Wisdom card deck. Let's see what's happening here, guys. I don't know. I've never felt like this before. I feel like I'm being hit on all ends. Peacock, raise your standards. We need to raise our standards. This has to do with the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, let's let these charge for a minute. We're just going to get our sage going. Guys, and we're going to have a day of hot topics. Like, just, God, I felt like the view there. We're going to have a day of discussing what's going on and not just reading cards, but just having a discussion of the time we're in. All right, let's get some tarot and see what chakras we are working with. Our path to transformation. Remembering our activation here is time and tide, oceanic spells and rituals, and it's connected to what we're doing in the creation of this harmony. It's connected to here. And what is happening here? There's a connection made to the divine, and we expand with patterns of nurturing that are amped up, and it's connected to new earth, and it's connected to how we expand here. So we're starting with the heart chakra, the Princess of Swords. A truth being activated with the feminine, through the feminine. And remember, this truth is negatively and positively charged. It's a balanced truth. It's connected to the center. And there we're going to expand with that sword. And we're going to have a third eye activation with the Queen of Swords. And it's connected to the Queen of Wands. And we do, because we expand then with the world, and it's connected to the Ace of Coins. Here's where we expand, and we're expanding with the Star. And it's connected to the time we're in, the King of Coins and the Nine of Cups. We are expanding with the earth, with new patterning, with wish fulfillment, and we're doing alchemy of the cups. And it has to do with creating peace and healing from the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. What was activated with this full super pink moon in Scorpio. And we're expanding with the masculine, we're healing with force, and it's connected to our equality, it's connected to our sacral chakra. And here's the sword. And it's connected to our root. This sword is connected to our root. We're going to use information from the High Priestess in order to expand. This is our solar plexus. Let's see what it is. This is what's being activated here. Legends. Learn from those who inspire you. You can, wow. Just wow. It has to do with our originality. Blaze your own trail. And this is what we're understanding here. And it's allowing us to activate our truths at a deeper level. You have the opportunity to rise to great heights. Listen, learn, and gain insights from those whose path you wish to follow. Gather information and do some research into your own legend. Learn what is best for you right now to follow. And we're following our dreams. Folk tales describe how the main personality in a legend copes with the events of everyday life. Deep within the tales is a lesson to pass on to you. The story may be of miracles, spiritual courage, or even fairy tales. True legends such as Joan of Arc or Nelson Mandela courageously took on battles to overcome obstacles and persevered to meet triumph and victory. Mantra. I gather inspiration, strength, and insight from true legends. And this is what we're having inspired. Like, we're being inspired from without right now. It's like that's what's going to allow us to let go. We are going to be inspired from without. We are going to have an activation from without. This is like, you know, all of a sudden you're watching this movie or say on Netflix or something like that, and it reflects something back to you. You need to see your, you know, wherever this happens to you, it reflects back to you what you need to see. Like right now, this is happening within my universe. I just spoke about on our last reading, Black Clover. I started watching Black Clover with my family, and it's allowed us to come together more, as well as, you know, it feels so connected to my spiritual expansion right now, and how they expand with their grimoires and the elements. Like there's even, you know, like little element spirits, and never giving up. And it, you know, when we're at our deepest, darkest moments, when we're the most lower vibe, that's when we push ourselves to our limits, and then we add the positive charge and we expand, and we don't give up on ourselves. And it's just, we are going to be inspired from without. This really means something, and it has to do with being able to blaze our own trail. The moon is helping us to do this. Cheer up, live in the moment. This has to do with what we're going to do. We're going to see something within the moment with the Seven of Swords here. And this is where we have the third eye activation, and we see what we need to see. But guys, I don't have the right cards here. I need to see what it is. I'm feeling like I'm going to go grab a deck, and we're going to see what this means. This has to do with the raise in our vibration. Where we're going to let something go, and we're going to look up. We're going to cheer up. We're going to remember we're setting our standards too low for something. We need to raise our vibration, and this is going to happen without, but it's connected to within, and it's going to allow us to continue to expand and have gratitude. We're going to have gratitude. This is the deck, guys. This is what's being activated here. Let's find out. This is really being activated within my universe too. I really have this whole new level of being able to live within the moment, being able to be conscious enough to really expand and live in the moment. There's an elevation here, and it's like you're able to play with time a little bit more and expand with time a little bit more. It's like that's what's happening here. It's like we're able to play with time a little bit more. We're able to expand with time a little bit more. Because we're also working with the elements as well as healing with time and working with night and day and the seasons. And there it is. My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. And this is how we're going to raise our vibration. And it's number 11. And it's connected to number 33, which we know is a master number. I meet resistance with kindness. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. And this is the time we're in. We need to celebrate our lineage. We need to celebrate something about ourselves. And the part of this path and this mission and what we're doing here and what's happening. We need to surrender to it. But like where we've been, how we've been creating here, what has happened, our truths, the reality. But then we need to add the high vibe patterns of dreaming. We need to connect to this fantasy land. We need to connect to fantasy. We need to connect to dreams. We need to allow ourselves to have healthy dreams that are connected to a healed, high vibe future. But it has to do with healing with the past. It has to do with healing what's happened in our family lineage, throughout our family lines. This is what's happening. We're working with our instincts. It's our instincts that are going to allow us to expand. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. When we are flexible and adaptable, life expands. When things unexpectedly shift course, we can either see into the realm of enchanted possibility or we can become rigid with despair. Fox medicine connects you to your natural ability to adapt, to be flexible, and use your senses to discern and understand what is in front of you. She is a beautiful and stealth animal with sharp senses and a keen instinct. She is also a shapeshifter and can become invisible by blending in with her surroundings and swiftly moving through these tricky situations. So we're going to tap into our hidden fox. And let's see where we're going. We're going to heal from the devil energies. And it's connected to the Seven of Swords, where we're seeing what we need to see because we're going to go within. We're finding the center. We're understanding what the center of us is and our authenticity. And right now it's connected to the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is connected to the 3. And that's connected to the wall that we've hit. But we hit this wall in order to create anew, in order to expand anew through the earth. With the Pentacles in order to heal from the Five of Wands. And how are we doing this? We're healing with the Star. We're creating of new earth here. We're creating a way to heal and expand. We're looking at patterns of new earth. Patterning in order to manifest. This is mission work. And what we're seeing is where, like literally how to raise our vibration. What we just talked about here. Cheer up. We're going to do this. Cheer up. We're going to do this. So we're analyzing where we've hit our wall. We're in inaction. And we see where it is. We see where it's connected to our pain. We see where it's connected to our heart. We see where it's connected to where we need to create peace. It's of the mind. So we switch to Alchemy of the Cups and we're in wish fulfillment, and we're going to begin shape shifting and working with new patterning and turn the wheel. And we do so. We do so. Where are we going? We're literally creating forward movement here with the Chariot. We've done solar plexus healing. We've done sacral chakra healing. We've activated our truths with the King of Swords. Now we have the King and Queen of Swords. And there it is. We've activated our truths. Feminine and masculine. It's balanced. We've restored justice from the Five of Wands charge and the Devil, thanks to restoring balance with La Luna. And we move forth. And this is our connection to working in the garden. And now we're working in the garden. And we're making the connections we need to make. Because we've arrived. We literally arrived. We saw behind the veil. And this is the time we're in right now. We're in a massive time of seeing behind the veil. We're in a massive time of healing from social conditioning. And heading our own way. We're in a massive time of healing from lust and overindulgence and addiction and letting go of the old to create the new. And it's even happening in healthcare. You even see it's happening in healthcare. It's happening right now. We are transforming, guys, and we're going to talk about these things soon, okay? We're going to break it all down. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again soon when we expand. Take care.